Jamie Foxx just recently said that P. Diddy poisoned him,
Whoa.
and that's why he got that stroke.
I've heard that.
He talked about it on stage.
He said it?
He said it.
Diddy was poisoning people?
Bro,
Whoa.
I think there was some crazy shit going on. There's alleged murders, a bunch of people that got pneumonia, a bunch of convenient people that died of pneumonia. Sometimes you have to tell Diddy no.
Oh, man, bro.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh, man.
Sean Diddy Combs' alleged list of accomplices to be revealed soon. The names will shock you, attorney says. Whoa.
I think he's going to sing, If I got invited to the white party, I'd have gone.
Especially if you didn't know.
Of course, no one knew. No one
Right.
knew.
If you don't know, you're just a celebrity, and you know, oh, Jennifer Lopez is going to be there. Oh, Rick Ross is going to be there. Everyone's going to be there. That would be a cool place. I want to meet those people.
Fact.
Joe Rogan, one of the world's most popular podcasters, dropped a bomb so big that it sends shockwaves across Hollywood. Well, buckle up, because that's exactly what happened. Rogan's latest revelation has gone viral, dragging two of the biggest names in entertainment, JAYZ and Diddy, into a scandal that's got everyone talking. Here's the kicker. Rogan didn't just speculate. He called the feds, claiming there's more to JAYZ and Diddy's relationship than anyone ever imagined. What's worse, these allegations suggest behavior so shocking, so jaw-dropping, that federal investigators are now paying attention. We're talking about accusations involving power, secrecy, and an industry-wide culture that might finally be unraveling. Now, this isn't just tabloid gossip. Rogan's statements have turned the spotlight onto long-whispered rumors about Diddy's infamous parties, the alleged role of minors, and a twisted world of influence that even Hollywood insiders were afraid to discuss. And JAYZ, the allegations against him aren't just career-threatening. They could redefine his legacy forever. So what exactly did Joe Rogan say that caused such an uproar? What's in these claims that made federal agents sit up and take notice? And most importantly, how deep does this go? Stay with us, because in this video we're breaking down every detail, from Rogan's viral comments to the evidence that's making waves behind the scenes.
JAYZ has been accused of assaulting a 13-year-old girl alongside P. Diddy. The anonymous accuser said that it happened after she was driven to an MTV Music Awards after party. The Jane Doe said she was driven to a party with a ton of celebrities before being offered a drink that made her feel woozy and lightheaded. Shortly after, JAYZ and Diddy entered the room she was in. JAYZ has said that these allegations are heinous and idiotic. This is just one more name to add to the list of people associated with P. Diddy, a list that will continue to grow as time goes on.
This is one scandal you don't want to miss. By the end of this video, you'll understand why Joe Rogan's revelations are more than just talk. They're a potential turning point for two of the biggest stars in music history. Let's dive in. The viral accusation Joe Rogan calls out. JAYZ and Diddy. Joe Rogan, a name synonymous with controversy and influence, has once again ignited a media firestorm. This time, his viral statements have placed JAYZ and Diddy under an intense spotlight, sparking allegations of shocking and compromising activities. Rogan's comments, made during a widely shared episode of his podcast, suggested that the two iconic figures have been involved in misconduct that could shake the foundations of the entertainment industry. While Rogan did not mince words, his accusations opened the floodgates to a cascade of speculation and renewed scrutiny of their past behavior.
My news feed is dominated by it. Fox News, CNN, everyone. There's raids at Diddy's house. I guess Diddy just kept people at his houses.
I think it's over.
You think it's over?
I think it's over for him as like a figure in entertainment.
But do you think it's over as him as far as
jail?
like he gets a cell right next to R. Kelly?
I don't think so. I don't think he gets
I
locked
think he
up.
skates.
I think he skates. Or he goes to like Bali.
I had peripherally heard that P. Diddy had big parties, but I never heard of freak-offs or any. I never heard of that stuff until pretty recently. There's so many horrific accusations involving young singers.
It's disgusting. He makes R. Kelly look like a decent guy.
Yeah, it is crazy. And meanwhile, the guy was like hanging out with Oprah, hanging out with Obama,
JAYZ,
everybody.
I'm sure the Clintons were there at some point.
Maybe Bill.
So
I went one time.
The central claim revolves around allegations that JAYZ and Diddy were involved in. Activities that not only crossed ethical boundaries, but potentially violated the law. While details remain murky, Rogan hinted at evidence tying the two celebrities to instances of exploitation and abuse, particularly at private gatherings reportedly attended by other high-profile figures. These statements, coming from a figure as influential as Rogan, have magnified the seriousness of the allegations and drawn significant public attention to what was previously whispered behind closed doors. Rogan's massive platform, coupled with his reputation for addressing taboo topics, has brought these allegations allegations into the mainstream in an unprecedented way. Social media platforms lit up almost immediately after his comments aired, with hashtags trending and discussions dominating forums and news outlets. Critics and supporters alike have debated the veracity of Rogan's claims, but one thing is certain: his influence has transformed this from a private controversy into a public reckoning. As the conversation continues, the entertainment industry finds itself grappling with yet another scandal, and the public demands transparency and accountability. Rogan's role as a whistleblower underscores the power of media to shape narratives and hold influential figures accountable, even in the face of immense power and secrecy. The context: Diddy's mounting legal troubles. Diddy, a titan of the music industry, now faces a barrage of legal troubles that threaten to overshadow his decades-long career. Allegations of sex trafficking, racketeering, and assault have thrust him into the center of a sprawling investigation, with implications that extend far beyond his personal actions. These accusations have not only reignited discussions about abuse and exploitation within the entertainment industry, but also dragged other high-profile celebrities into the fray, further intensifying public scrutiny.
At that time, Puff was the biggest guy in the world. You know, you couldn't even get in this party. And he was throwing a party, and he said, "Yo, Playboy, this party's $1.5 million." I said, like, for what? I mean, what are you saying? He said, it costs $1.5 million to throw this party. I said, Puff, oh my God, I love it. The party's amazing. Yes, the mayor is here and everything. I said, but that's too much money. I said, you come to my place in LA, I'll throw you a party for $400 that will rival this party. And he got a little mad because, you know, he was like, yo, no, I'm known for this shit. Don't front.
P. Diddy was like, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go Meek Mill in the butt.
Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you.
But like, that's never gonna happen. No one comes out and says
so.
That.
If you're looking at that, what makes you conclude that he definitely was doing that?
Because he basically, the first time they ever met, he presented him with the Steele dossier, which had all of the like dirt.
That's the pee-pee stuff, right?
Yeah, all the pee-pee shit in it. Or I shouldn't say shit. There was no shit alleged. Just piss.
The allegations against Diddy are as extensive as they are disturbing. They paint a picture of a man allegedly using his immense influence and resources to orchestrate and facilitate illegal activities. Reports suggest that he operated within a network of complicity, where power and silence were leveraged to protect himself and those in his orbit. Testimonies from alleged victims and witnesses describe a culture of manipulation and abuse, often tied to exclusive parties and private events where accountability seemed non-existent. These claims have added fuel to an already raging fire as the public demands justice and answers. What makes this case even more complex is the involvement of other celebrities who have been linked to Diddy's activities. Names like JAYZ, Jennifer Lopez, and others have surfaced in connection to these allegations, either through attendance at Diddy's infamous gatherings or through rumors of participation in questionable activities. While some have distanced themselves from the scandal, others remain conspicuously silent, fueling speculation about their level of involvement. This case has become a flashpoint for broader conversations about accountability in Hollywood, where the entertainment industry's dark underbelly is being dragged into the light. As legal proceedings unfold, the revelations about Diddy's alleged actions serve as a grim reminder of the pervasive abuse of power in the pursuit of fame and fortune. Joe Rogan, the catalyst for federal attention. Joe Rogan's explosive allegations have not only gone viral, but have also drawn the attention of federal authorities. In his podcast, Rogan detailed claims about JAYZ and Diddy's alleged misconduct, framing these allegations as part of a broader culture of exploitation within Hollywood. His statements have since amplified existing accusations, compelling federal investigators to dig deeper into the actions of these two powerful figures. Rogan's influence, bolstered by his massive audience, has acted as a catalyst, ensuring that these claims could no longer be ignored. Made by Rogan include references to freak-off parties hosted by Diddy, where minors were allegedly present, and celebrities engaged in questionable and potentially illegal activities. Rogan claimed to have sources who provided first-hand accounts of these events, describing a toxic environment enabled by wealth, power, and connections. His commentary has not only sparked a media frenzy, but has also raised questions about the systemic issues within the industry that allow such behavior to persist unchecked. Social media has played a significant role in amplifying Rogan's statements. Within hours of the podcast release, hashtags related to JAYZ, Diddy, and Rogan's claims were trending globally. The public outcry prompted by these viral discussions has created immense pressure on law enforcement agencies to take the allegations seriously. Federal authorities are reportedly reviewing evidence tied to Diddy's ongoing legal troubles, with Rogan's comments serving as an unofficial tipping point. This case highlights the power of influential platforms like Rogan's podcast to disrupt the status quo, bringing long-hidden secrets into the public eye and forcing accountability in spaces where it has long been absent. Unveiling the freak-off parties. Diddy's infamous freak-off parties have long been the subject of rumors, but recent revelations have cast them in an even more sinister light. These exclusive gatherings, attended by A-list celebrities, have been described as hedonistic events where the boundaries of consent and legality were often blurred. Testimonies from attendees and victims have painted a disturbing picture of abuse, exploitation, and a culture of secrecy that protected powerful figures at the expense of vulnerable individuals. Reports suggest that these parties were characterized by an atmosphere of excess, where drugs, alcohol, and coercion were rampant. Witnesses have alleged that participants were often pressured into compromising situations, with some events involving minors and other individuals unable to give informed consent. Claims of locked doors, spiked drinks, and explicit videotaping have further fueled outrage, with many questioning how such activities could continue unchecked for so long. These parties, once seen as a symbol of celebrity excess, are now being scrutinized as potential crime scenes. The fallout, how celebrities are reacting. As the allegations against Jay-Z and Diddy continued to unfold, the reactions from Hollywood's elite have been varied and telling. While some celebrities have openly supported the call for justice, others have chosen silence or issued vague statements distancing themselves from the scandal. This divide has only added to the speculation surrounding who might have been complicit in or aware of the alleged misconduct. Jay-Z in particular has faced intense scrutiny as more details emerge about his alleged involvement. Reports suggest that he, along with other high-profile figures, may have attended or participated in events that are now under investigation. However, his response has been notably muted, with representatives declining to comment on the accusations. This silence has fueled public suspicion, with many questioning whether it indicates guilt or a legal strategy to avoid further incrimination. Federal investigation, evidence, and witness testimonies. The federal investigation into Jay-Z, Diddy, and their alleged activities has reached a critical juncture, with new evidence and testimonies shedding light on the extent of their involvement. Central to the case are recordings and flash drives reportedly seized from Diddy's properties, which are said to contain incriminating material. These items, described by sources as explosive, have provided investigators with a clearer picture of what transpired at the infamous gatherings and beyond.
The rapper Jay-Z has been accused of raping a 13-year-old girl in 2000, allegedly along with Sean Diddy Coombs. Our US correspondent Martha Kellner has the latest from Los Angeles.
This civil suit was originally filed back in October against Sean Combs, better known as P. Diddy. It has now been amended to also include allegations against Jay-Z, whose real name is Sean Carter. In this civil suit, a woman says that when she was a 13-year-old girl back in the year 2000, that she attended an after party for the MTV Video Music Awards, during which she says she was raped by Jay-Z and P. Diddy. She says that Jay-Z removed her clothes, pinned her down and raped her while P. Diddy and an unnamed female celebrity watched on. She says she was then raped by P. Diddy as Jay-Z and this female celebrity watched on once again. Jay-Z has dismissed in a lengthy statement these claims as idiotic. He's also attacked the character and legitimacy of the lawyer who has brought these claims. In his statement, Jay-Z directly addresses that lawyer. He says, "These allegations are so heinous in nature that I implore you to file a criminal complaint, not a civil one. Whomever would commit such a crime against a minor should be locked away, would you not agree? My only heartbreak is for my family. My wife and I will have to sit our children down, one of whom is at the age where her friends will surely see the press and ask questions about the nature of these claims and explain the cruelty and greed of people. My heart and support goes out to true victims in the world who have to watch how their life story is dressed in costume for profitability by this ambulance chaser in a cheap suit." The wife, which he refers to, is of course Beyoncé, whom he's been married to since 2008 and been in a relationship for much longer than that. As for P. Diddy, he's currently in prison in New York awaiting criminal charges for sex trafficking and racketeering. He faces more than 24 civil lawsuits. This is the first one that has named Jay-Z, and he denies those allegations.
Testimonies from individuals like Courtney Burgess and references to Kim Porter's notes have been pivotal in advancing the investigation. Burgess, a former insider, has detailed her experiences and shared crucial information about the events and the people involved. Porter's notes, allegedly written before her untimely death, have also surfaced as potential evidence, hinting at a culture of abuse and manipulation within Diddy's circle. These accounts, combined with material from the seized recordings, have strengthened the federal case and increased the likelihood of charges being filed. Celebrity justice, a double standard. The scandal involving Jay-Z and Diddy has reignited debates about how celebrities are treated within the legal system. Critics argue that fame and wealth often allow public figures to avoid consequences that would befall ordinary citizens. This case, however, could signal a turning point in public and legal expectations of accountability for Hollywood's elite. Historically, celebrities have enjoyed leniency in courtrooms, often leveraging their influence to sway public opinion or gain favorable outcomes. For Jay-Z and Diddy, however, the public tide seems to be shifting. The sheer volume of evidence and the gravity of the allegations have made it difficult for even their most ardent supporters to dismiss the accusations. Social media has amplified demands for accountability, leaving little room for the industry to sweep these issues under the rug. The impact on Jay-Z's legacy. Jay-Z's legacy, once defined by his unparalleled contributions to music, business, and philanthropy, now hangs in the balance. The allegations and their fallout threaten to overshadow decades of work, raising difficult questions about how history will remember one of the industry's most influential figures.
Beyonce is losing hundreds of thousands, millions of followers every day. And she still hasn't said anything, just pretending like life is great in Paris.
Is it her place to say so?
I mean, probably not, considering she's gonna be indicted for anything she would say. These are criminals. Diddy is a drug dealer, and so is Jay-Z. The proof is there.
For years, Jay-Z was seen as a symbol of resilience and reinvention, transforming from a Brooklyn hustler to a global icon. His work in hip-hop not only set new creative standards, but also paved the way for future artists to break into mainstream culture. Beyond music, his ventures in fashion, sports management, and activism showcased his versatility and ambition. Philanthropically, he was celebrated for initiatives addressing criminal justice reform and social inequality, earning him widespread admiration. The role of the Diddy tapes in the trial. The FBI's leaked Diddy tapes have emerged as a central element in the investigation, offering a rare glimpse into the hidden world of Hollywood's elite. These recordings, reportedly seized from Diddy's properties, contain material that could be pivotal in determining the outcomes of multiple legal cases, including the allegations against Jay-Z.
And those statements include descriptions of what the witness says he saw on those tapes. So I asked him about that, and he answered what he could, given the limitations imposed on him after testifying before the grand jury. Out of those 8 videos, 8 celebrities, 6 men and 2 women, how many of those 8 celebrities were close to being underage or potentially underage?
2 males.
2 males. And of those 8 celebrities, how many of them were intoxicated or under the influence of drugs?
This is going to be all speculation. I just want to preface it by he wouldn't know if they were. Right.
Sure.
Appear to
Let
be,
me rephrase it.
Based on, yes.
Understand. Out of the 8 celebrities who were recorded having intimate relations with Sean Combs, how many of them appear to be either inebriated or intoxicated or under the influence of drugs?
All of them. All of them.
Out of those 8, how many appear to be potentially victimized? How many might have been victimizing?
I think all, to be honest, all.
Were victims
They
or
victims.
were perpetrating?
Victims.
They were, all 8 were victimized,
Yeah,
meaning this was happening to them and they were inebriated.
Right. Not knowing, I guess, how much proof it was in it, what they was doing.
And of those 8, how many seemed to be potentially minors?
2 to 3, possibly 3.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find News Nation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.
Early reports suggest that the tapes include footage of private gatherings where illicit activities allegedly took place. Witnesses have described scenes of abuse, exploitation, and coercion, implicating not only Diddy and Jay-Z, but also other high-profile attendees. If authenticated, these recordings could serve as damning evidence, corroborating the testimonies of victims and providing insight into the systemic nature of the misconduct. However, the use of leaked evidence raises ethical and legal concerns. Critics argue that such material must be handled carefully to avoid jeopardizing compromising the integrity of ongoing investigations. Leaks can also skew public perception, creating a trial-by-media atmosphere that complicates the pursuit of justice. Despite these challenges, the tapes have undeniably intensified scrutiny of JAYZ, Diddy, and their associates, pressuring authorities to take decisive action. A case that challenges celebrity justice. The allegations against JAYZ and Diddy represent more than just a legal battle. They are a lens through which society can examine the broader issues of power, privilege, and accountability in the entertainment industry. From Joe Rogan's viral revelations to the damning FBI leaks, this case has forced Hollywood to confront its dark underbelly, challenging the notion that fame and wealth should equate to immunity from consequences. The fallout from these accusations has already sent shockwaves through the industry, prompting renewed calls for transparency and reform. Public reactions have highlighted a growing intolerance for the culture of secrecy and complicity that has protected powerful figures for decades. Fans and critics alike are grappling with the implications of these revelations, questioning how far they are willing to go in holding their idols accountable. As the investigation unfolds, the outcomes of these cases will likely set important precedents for how the justice system addresses celebrity misconduct. Will this moment mark a turning point, or will the industry find ways to protect its own once again? The answer remains uncertain, but what is clear is that the public's demand for change is louder than ever. Ultimately, this case is about more than JAYZ and Diddy. It is a test of society's willingness to confront uncomfortable truths and to demand better from those who wield cultural and financial power. Whether this leads to meaningful change or simply fades into another chapter of Hollywood scandal will depend on how the industry, the legal system, and the public choose to respond in the weeks and months ahead. Thank you for watching.